Yo.
Is that Boss Dan on the radio?
It is. Is that G Money on the radio?
It is.
Oh my goodness.
1 + 1 = Northside Plugged.
Yay.
What it do?
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all again for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Always tuning into Northside Plugged here at Que4 Radio. As always, Boss Dan, G Money, G Note.
Sir.
Here for another episode of Northside Plugged here on this gross Thursday.
Every Thursday we've come in, or haven't come in for the past literally 2 months, bro. It's either snowed or rained. Every Thursday.
Honestly, I think you're right.
I know, bro. Every Thursday.
I think it's raining I don't remember the last time it's been dry coming in here.
Yeah, it's been
whether it be rain or snow.
It's been
But hey, it's finally April. It's supposed to warm up. It's supposed to start being sunny more. It's daylight savings, so the sun is not. The sun is still out when we get here,
Absolutely.
which is a blessing because I was sick of getting here in the dark. But it's finally turned around. Summertime Shy is coming up soon. It's gonna be a great summer out here. Very excited. We have our friend, special guest Bodhi coming back in. What up, Bodhi?
Sir.
Bodhi Z.
Good to
Welcome
be back. Good to be back.
Happy to be
Special
back.
friend for sure.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We were just talking to him before that he was our first guest when we started here at Que4
Northside Plugged
the
2.0.
back in
Original plug.
April or May of 2019. So it's been about 3 years
Yep.
since we had Bodhi back here in on Northside Plug, and we're very happy to have him back.
Absolutely.
Good to
Very
be
happy
back,
to
man.
have him here.
It's like family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You already know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You were in this studio. You were the first NSP family member.
That's true.
That's
Real
true.
member. That's
Real
true.
geeky member.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Back
sir.
in the Bodhi holster days.
Man, listen, and I done dropped the whole country album since then. That's the crazy part. That was the original, the beginning.
That's awesome.
Y'all see
Oh,
me
yeah.
blossom.
Shouts
To a
out
real
Holster.
cowboy.
Shouts out Holster.
Hey.
Song
Oh,
still
yeah.
slaps.
And that's what's cool, man. And we'll dive into it more. As we said, Bodhi was here 3 years ago, so it's been a super long minute, and has a lot of catching up to do in terms of
We've been up to a lot.
chopping it up. He's definitely been up to a lot, so we'll fill you guys in on everything and more. But yeah, man, I feel like overall, just on the topic of 3 years, and that's pretty much 3 years being in the studio. It just, and Bodhi doing great things, and we've been blessed to be doing some pretty cool things. I think overall it's just cool, and I'll let Bodhi kind of open up for himself too. It just feels like we're all coming full circle, and even more so, it feels like slowly but surely hard work is slowly paying off.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been paying off. Like I remember the first time coming in here, I was like, just astonished. Like it was a real dope, big opportunity for me. Well, all of us, I feel like,
Oh, yeah.
and like the start of like some really cool stuff for us. So
For sure.
that was really cool, and it was good to be a part of. Man, I love like supporting my people, like and getting that support back. So I'm good. It's good to be back.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yes,
sir.
That's the whole point of this. That's what it was all about in the beginning, and we were just blessed to have the opportunity to be able to first be at WGAC, and then things rolled that we were here, and then like you said, just being able to being blessed to give opportunities to your homies or people that you don't know, whoever, that just could use the extra opportunity, just because I knew being an artist, bro, how coveted this could be, like we all want to express ourselves and have an opportunity to promote what we're doing
and be heard.
And be heard, most
And
important.
be heard. Man, we like trailblazers. You feel me? Like we like the first ones to do this. Because I don't have a lot of people who doing the radio thing right now, and then especially coming from the artistry. So that's dope, bro. And we've been consistent. We still here. We've been doing this 3 years now. So a round of applause to us, man. Y'all got a button.
We gotta let Bodhi ring the bell.
Man, the Bodhi bell.
Here's
a bell.
Absolutely. Not everybody gets to ring that bell, so that was a special Bodhi bell.
True.
Bodhi bell bump right there.
OG belly.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, it's all good vibes, and like you said, man, it's just a super blessing to be able to do stuff like this, and again, as always, gotta shout out Que4, gotta shout out John, gotta shout out Irvin, the whole Que4 family, because man, we could do this, but maybe not quite at the level without Que4, bro.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
And even through the pandemic, through a lot of trials and tribulations, and tangibly things may not be how we fully wanted them to be. But hey, man, you know, just being here and having the opportunity, like there was months in between, and you know, we'll break it down more through Bodhi's eyes and what he's been going through and doing. But like through the pandemic, we didn't even have the opportunity to be coming in here, you know, for like 4 or 5 months, you know. So it's just like, dang, like, are we ever gonna be able to come back? Are we gonna have to retool again? You know, it's just like, ugh.
It's definitely like, cause when the pandemic hit, I was still working my like job. I was like, when I kind of felt like I had to make a decision, I was like, bro, I was doing my doorman thing, but it wasn't like fun no more, you know, like the glitz and glam was all gone. So I was like, all right, I wanted to dive deeper into the music, and I had an opportunity because studios were closed, like Classic was closed. So I had to go check out this other studio. He's like, yo, bro, like, you're a good engineer. I know you don't know Pro Tools, but let me put you on. That's like, dope. Listen, you can rent this space out, put your, he didn't tell me you could put your people on, but in my head, I'm like, I could put my people on, you know, like, we got the official tissue, like how you said when you came in here, you know, we got the official tissue.
You just knew, like, what the opportunities were.
Exactly. So I was like, all right, I don't care, like, if I don't know what I'm doing, whatever, like, I'm gonna just do it. So that was like August 2020, I want to say. So it kind of just made me hustle through the pandemic. And I say within like a month or two, I was really engineer. I was telling people, yeah, I'm an engineer. At first, I was just like, hey, Denzel, come record with me. Hey, Lay, come record with me. You know, just the homies. But after that, like, I was ready, you know, and I kind of just been doing it ever since. So it's been, like you said, a long journey, and might not have been how we pictured it at first, but it's how it's supposed to be. You know, like we done a lot of cool things over the past years. You know, even together, bro. Like the show, bro. Like that was so dope to me. Like
the community jam.
The community jam, man. That was so fun, bro. Like it was really cool just walking in that building and just seeing my homies, seeing like the dope designers and stuff. It was cool, man. We done put a lot of stuff together.
Absolutely. And it's just a taste. It's still like just the beginning, man. It really is. And I've been itching to you know, be able to do something like that again. And obviously it's gonna take time and, you know,
it's gotta get back nice out,
exactly.
Man.
Oh yeah. There's no rush, absolutely. But it's just like when you go through something like that. And exactly what you just said, you know, you go in there and it's just the vibes are what they are. You're like, wow, like we did this. And we can do it again and even better and bigger, you know?
Yeah, and like you said, it was the first, you know, we just doing a lot of firsts kind of a thing. That's one thing that's cool too, like that just kind of popped into my head, just bringing it back. Like the holster that y'all was like the first people when I came back from like the show and everything. I was like, yo, come promoting the country joint. And then I done put out a whole album like of country music just for fun.
Yeah, that's hard.
And like I don't know, it's just dope, man. Like, and y'all always show love and
love, man.
with the reposts and everything. So
absolutely.
But yeah, like I feel like we gotta try stuff. We gotta have fun with it, with the music kind of thing.
Yeah,
and just everything we do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we do it well. You know, we definitely do it well. And I don't know, man. I mean, personally, more interpersonally through where we've come from, and then just how it's kind of grown over the years, and you know, just become more of a city thing, and just the whole scene. You know, and it's cool to be a new wave, but at the same time, we're kind of pioneering our own, like, we're putting our own staple, our own stamp into.
Yeah, we got to get it from the mud, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, I think about it, like, we weren't throwing our own shows. It wasn't artists throwing their own shows. Like, Dirk wasn't throwing his own shows when he was coming out. Chance, well, actually, I'm not going to lie, Save Money and them was kind of throwing their own stuff, but, like
Reggie's and stuff.
But a lot of these rappers weren't like there was stages for them to be on. But now it's like you see a lot of artists trying to put artists on, you know, like how they can do, or videographers putting artists on, DJs. Like I feel like that's kind of the new like scene of Chicago. That's like where the Chicago landscape is. It's like
super DIY.
Where the DJs at? Yeah, where the DJs at? Where the pop-ups at, like where the collab shows at, like all that type of stuff is like the real, I say, like pulse of the city. But other than that, it's kind of just, I mean, it's murky waters out here, bro. Like, it's not fun sometimes. But it is what it is, man. Like we getting it like how we supposed to.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like again, that's why things like the community gym, throwing the shows, doing stuff like this, getting interviews and clips and stuff, the videos, even with 16 and what he's doing, it's you gotta get it yourself, bro. Absolutely. Ain't nobody gonna put you on. There's no blog to like, oh, he's doing don't really care, bro. Get your views, get your own base.
Thing. I think you kind of answered it right there, but I was gonna ask you to maybe elaborate a little more and ask you like, why do you think the scene is kind of like that today's day and age, like where rather than if maybe you just only wanted to pursue your career as an artist, rather than I don't want to say you felt like you had to or not had to, but either way you dabbled into it to the point where you could do your own thing, right? And you can do many different things. So kind of that from that perspective,
it's just the way that we've like grown as a society, honestly. Like we consume so much stuff all the time, like we live in like a hyperactive society. People are wondering why like kids are growing up and like growing up faster is because they have so much information. They're learning faster. They're living life faster than us. So it's like, or than we're used to. Right. Technology done grown so much from like the past, I'd say like 20 years than society has, kind of a thing. So it's like we're kind of moving too fast. And so like we have to, as artists, keep up with that. Like before, they could just put out a song and it would just go crazy. That's all you needed. Now you need a song, you need a video, you need a TikTok, you need to make sure you post it on Facebook, Instagram. It's so many things, so many bases we have to cover. So it's like, I mean, there's people that can do that. There's people that do that. And more power to them, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy for them, or not happy for them, but like I'm happy that they can do that. But honestly, there's a lot of people just out here kind of like doing it all. Like the Renaissance man is kind of the new wave, Yeah. So I think that kind of is why we're at where we're at. Where there's a lot of people just getting it on their own, and it's tired. Like we got to figure out a way to get it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I agree 100%, man. And I think to kind of piggyback off that is like how I feel personally, because I totally agree with you, man. I think too, and especially for, people like us that are kind of building platforms, right? And just people in general, like whether you're an artist or whether you're a DJ or whether you're a promoter or whatever, I think at the end of the day, like speaking from the music scene and more so the Chicago music scene, I think we all have to work harder at taking more initiative, as hard as that can be sometimes, right? I mean, we all, I think I said this the other day, like we all have our things that we got to do in life, right? We're all super busy with our schedules, but if we can all just find a way to even take an initiative to just hit each other up, you feel me? Like,
well, I think that's a problem in Chicago. Is like you don't ever want to be that person. You don't want to ever look like a lame or thirsty. I feel like, I don't know, I think I tweeted it the other day or something. I was like, bro, why people don't want to be people's fans? Like, why you don't want to go to your friends' shows if you're not performing? Like, or why are you not going to stay for the other performers if your homie performed? You know, kind of a thing. Like, you don't want to. People don't like doing that.
That's the egos, right?
Yeah, it's a very ego thing. Like I think even when I was last here and I touched on it, I was talking about how in Dallas those people did not know me from a can of paint, bro. 200 people in the show, but like listen, like they didn't care about their homies who had performed. Like they was just like, oh, like they was like open ears. I feel like in Chicago it's not so much. Like I mean, it's just a colder city, bro. Like
for sure.
Literally, like Chicago, New York, very cold cities. That's why they move like that, LA, Atlanta, hot, open. You can walk around like even literally like we're walking around like this like 6 months out of the year, bro. Just I'm cold,
struggling.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's I mean, it's a lot of factors that come into it.
Yeah, and I think to that point too, it's just like because it's so cold. And because that limits, we ain't going to go out in the super snow and the blizzards and whatnot, I think that causes more. And Dan, I want to hear your opinion on this too, coming from Boston. It's like
facts.
East Coast. It's like you
also
cold. You can feel super disconnected from what you may feel more connected to when it's warmer out, right? You can see your peoples more. It's easier to get to work. So I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's
Dan?
a little bit about. I just say like, I mean, weather affects moods like so much,
man.
Because like, what are they like seasonal depression? Like that's a common thing that people always describe. Like, because in the winter they always feel like they're just so in their own self, and like they're just so worried about I'm cold. Like I just want to get home, and I just want to get to somewhere warm. And like with like in the warmth, you're like always like looking up, just looking around, just being like, hey, like how are you doing? Like you know what I mean? Like
walking down the street smiling.
Right? Yeah, because you're in a better mood because the weather's nicer, and you don't have to like hold yourself to make sure that you're warm. You can just be like, like this is nice and comfortable.
Yes.
So I definitely agree with that in that sense of just like depending on, and even like and not just music. I feel like that it can happen with anything. It's just like the way people interact with each other is so dependent on like even not just like the weather itself, but like just anything in general. Like Chicago can be a little cold and a little hard. Like
very tough city,
like hard wall in between,
skin,
barrier. Like people love to set barriers. I feel like a lot when there doesn't need to be barriers there. Like they try to exclude or like set other people apart from others when that doesn't need to happen a lot of the times. You know what I mean?
And I think it's at least from a Chicago standpoint, it's a trust factor too. You know, we always got to be on our P's and Q's, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, I think we've all been through it. You know, like even your closest homies or you know, people that you thought you were cool with, you know, even they can snake you or whatever. So it's like, I feel like we grow up on edge and just always watching our back. So when it comes to like trying to outreach and taking that initiative and collab with people, it's like,
you're already kind of jaded to it.
Yeah. Like we may want to, but it's like, you kind of picking and choosing how you want to interact and maneuver. So
because you always want to look out for yourself, you know. You at the end of the day, like you don't want to like give too much or like be that kind of a thing and end up hurt or end up down bad, like kind of thing. Like you said, like people get snaked by somebody they just met, somebody they know for 10 years. You know, it happens.
Never know. It happens exactly.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a cold world, literally, out there.
Yeah. So you mentioned what's it called? Obviously, when you came here and promoted Holster, and then you made a whole country project. Yeah. You want to elaborate on that and just kind of what your mindset was making that and how you wanted to.
Yeah, I got you. So like I made that country album probably around the same time I started Engineer. It was I started that August. I put the album out that October. Okay. And it was just because, like, I'm in the studio every day working with artists, everybody trying to sound like Lil Durk. Hey, bro, put that tune on 1,000, and I'm finna play this piano beat. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I was kind of sick of it, bro. Like, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like, people do it good. None of the songs aren't bad, but it's just like, I'll get over it real quick.
Yeah, you see a broader perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Just from being there all the time. And so it's kind of like weighing on me a little bit. So I was like, man, bro, I want to do the most different thing that I could do, like, ever. And I had a song that I had made right around the Holster time. It was like another country song, but that was it. And I was like, man, what am I going to do with this? Like, I can't just put out a country song just random. Just like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, another one. You know, like, no, it was like, there was supposed to be a one-time thing, like, hi, hee, ha, ha. But I was like, nah. So I had that. And then I was just like, man, like, why not? Like, just, why not try it? I had this dude in Wisconsin that I met at, like, a producer meetup or whatever, man. Shout out to Energy. I was like, Energy. He did Holster too. And he like played the beat when we were at the thing. I was like, bro, like I need it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was so hard. Yeah. So I had that beat. I was like, all right, man, let's just do this, bro. Little 5 songs. My homie did a photo shoot with me. I covered all the bases, and it was like it just made so much more sense. Like, and it was fun. Probably something like my favorite music that I put out over the pandemic for real. Like, cause country, as much as I hate to say it, and like I don't listen to country necessarily, but like you kind of peel back some things. Like country music got a lot of emotion and stuff behind it, you know. Like, and the project completely clean, all produced by the homies. Like it's just very like close to home in like a lot of ways. So it was cool. It was like a nice wholesome thing that I did, you know. Like, and I like stuff like that. Like I like having like a topic, you know, like I want to do more stuff like that. Yeah, like theme. Like I like the theme projects, bro. The Malice and the Palace.
You've been doing well. Yeah, you've been doing really well.
God, like I appreciate it, bro. Like it's fun. It makes it more fun. I don't like just putting stuff out.
And that, I mean, that's a testament to your creativity that, you know, people, it's obvious, you feel me, and that you super stand out. I mean, I've told you many times, bro, like I can clearly remember, and not too many people, but I can clearly remember the first time I ever like saw you, bro. That was at camp. You had a like green, what's it called? Not polo on, but
it probably wasn't polo.
Like a pullover shirt. You feel me? And then you had like it was like a green hat on. I don't know, bro. You just was standing out.
Hey, listen, I was known for the coordinated fits,
Absolutely.
Bro. The color coordinated, the Foot Locker polos. Like I had the Foot Locker polo with the plaid shorts that you got from Foot Locker. Yeah. I was one of them. Like I was the Foot Locker fix.
Man, those plaid shorts though used to hit.
I swear.
Everybody had a pair of those.
Oh yeah,
bro. And with the fitted, don't get me started on my fitted, bro. I'll pull up.
And you had the
Facebook.
fro back there too, right?
Yeah, I had the little fro. That was when I first started getting these little twists, man. I was too clean. You couldn't tell me nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I remember one time at the Y, I wore Tim's in the summer, bro. Like with shorts. I had some Chewbacca Sean John shorts and some Tim's on.
What a fit.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I was a god, man, with the fits. Come on, man.
Everybody knew who was Bodhi as soon as he walked in, bro.
Listen, I have fun with it, bro. I like enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy standing out. Like,
yeah.
It's like if ain't nobody else gonna do it, I'll do it. It's kind of a thing.
Absolutely.
You know?
And stay true to that, man. You know, never change. And what's cool from a back then perspective is you haven't from this point. You know, you've only adapted, you've only grown. You feel me? Which is cool,
from
bro.
plaid shorts to plaid shirts. You know,
Absolutely.
Growed up.
Absolutely. Got the unique hat on, you feel me?
Yeah, come on.
Hat over the headphones. Come on, bro. Stop playing with this, man.
I was gonna say something so wild, bro. Where you gonna leave that?
We'll keep it clean for the FCC.
Shouts out Katrina, who was in the chat. What's up, Katrina?
Katrina.
What's up, Kat? Thanks for tuning in.
Do.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Oh, God. Hey, I should go live on TikTok.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. So we hit on Holster. So you kind of dabbled into you becoming an engineer, but I guess overall, you said, you know, obviously you've been engineering a lot more over the past 3 years. You want to kind of dive deeper into that experience for yourself?
For sure. Like, it's a lot of fun, man. Like I said, I like doing a lot of different things. So it gave me, again, another perspective of the music, you know, like before I started engineering, I had never punched in, like, doing punch-ins, like rapping, like I was like Mr. One verse, like I was like, you know, if I had to punch in something or if I couldn't get the whole song in like one take, it's like, yeah, man, I'm just terrible, bro. It's not meant for me, bro. You know, but like literally my first or second session outside of like my homies, like the dude was punching in crazy, like every other, like I just came in to the stoop. I just came in with my boo. And, like, I'm just like, all right, bro, this is how people really record.
Yeah.
So I had to, like, adjust and figure stuff out. Some people, like, people have really unique ways of spending their studio time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to say it don't even got to be with the music. It's just everything, man.
Yeah.
So, like, it was a cool thing. Like, I really, like, I enjoy working with artists like on good music.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
it makes it a lot easier.
Man, what? Like it's so much fun, bro. Like it's so much fun. And like I said, bro, helping my friends and teaching them. Like I encourage everybody like to learn how to record.
Oh yeah.
You don't gotta learn. You don't gotta be Alex Toomey. You don't gotta like be mixing and mastering everybody at the crib.
Right.
But just record yourself.
Yeah.
Get BandLab. Shout out to BandLab Plugged. But like it, and just record yourself, bro. Like, cause the engineering, learning how to do this, like having that skill, was so beneficial for me.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like not even just as an artist, but like man, I can make money off of that. You know, you can make money just to record people.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't even gotta mix. Just record people.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. So it's like it was a really cool experience, man. Like. And even to tie it back into the our first topic, just with Chicago and stuff, the hard thing with it is people don't come to Chicago to record though. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you got like a label plug, unless you got like one of your homies just, you know, like super plugged, like you have to like, get it with your homies.
Right.
You know, you have to get it out the mud, like
your network.
you have to pop somebody off, basically.
Right.
Kind of a thing, kind of like how DCG did. You know, you have to grow with those people. You know, like what Ghost House is doing with like Dirk and them, like they locked in, got their engineers and Lucky, and like they locked in, got their people popping, you know, but don't nobody be like, hey bro, let's go to Chicago, get real cold and dangerous and make this album about having fun. No, bro, it's not. No, it's not. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to Atlanta, where it's like 300 and all that, and the labels that. We're gonna go to New York because that's the heart of music or whatever. We're gonna go to LA because it's nice and warm. Go to Miami because they got the strip clubs. Like Chicago don't got the appeal. Like you know, but it's like I feel like the engineering definitely was a good experience. But I'm probably gonna take like a little step back and get back into my artist bag, kind of a thing. Just or not even just art. Well, creative artists. I'm gonna say that. Not even just music, bro. I'm trying to do a whole lot of just cool stuff.
Like outside of music.
Yeah. Like I want to get more into photography and stuff. Like just, but like with not necessarily doing shoots, but like I want to do like help people with their marketing and stuff. Like that's one thing I'll say through the engineering is people don't know what they're doing with their music.
For sure.
They just come to the studio, they record the songs, and they don't put it out, or like they just, hey bro, what you think I should do with this? And I'm just like, man, bro, like I wanna. There's a lot of artists that I worked with who don't have a strategy that I wish I could just be like, bro, this is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So like I kind of want to take a step back from having to do the engineering part. Well, at least for like new people, you know what I'm saying? Like taking new clients and let's just lock in with those artists and like, all right, we finna take this music, do this with it, and like help them out in that aspect. Like I got access to a real cool space over at Fort Knox, and it's just like I want to just start utilizing that. You know, but just like I want to be multifaceted. Like, that's one thing I want to do.
You referenced it earlier, saying that when we were talking about like how there's so many avenues for people to consume things, and you talked about Renaissance men, like how being able to do multiple things is what people look for in like just anyone nowadays. Like the first example that came to my head is Tyler the Creator. Like that man does everything. He does television, he does music, he does clothing, he does shoes, he does nail polish, he does ice cream, he does the man does everything. Like, and he puts, because he knows that he, like, if he spreads himself out, like people like just not just because of who he is, but just of what he creates, people are drawn to that because of who he is and what he stands for, what he creates like that. So I totally get the want to kind of do Renaissance, because like you said, like people want to try everything. People want to do a bunch of things. Like you guys are not just artists. You guys record. You guys both mix and engineer. You guys both like photography. Like you said, you want to get into photography. G Money's been using this camera right behind him. Like there's so much. There's a big avenue for artists like yourselves to be able to not just stick in one lane, because there's so much opportunity for you to do anything really. Absolutely. Where like in the 90s when there was no internet or the internet was dial-up, you really kind of just had to stick to your one lane and just hope that you could succeed that way. Where people nowadays just go through everything to kind of just like spread the seeds and hope to see what grows.
For sure.
I think that's a good point too, and like what you said, I didn't even really think about that, because growing up too, like we kind of told to pick one thing. Like, nah bro, don't even minor, just pick this thing, stick with it your whole life, and you're gonna be good. This is your career,
this is your box.
Yeah, exactly. Here's your box, and just go down the conveyor belt. You feel me? Like, kind of a
for
thing.
Real.
But
Absolutely.
like now, like because of the pandemic, or just because of whatever where we are as a society, like you kind of can't do that. You know, like a lot of people picked up side hustles and stuff like that because, I don't know, because of money stuff, or just because they were wanting to do more. Like, you just want to have more freedom and stuff like that. And I think that's a really cool. I don't know. It's just a really thought that I just had right now.
No, I feel you. I think too, bro. I agree with both of you. I think as well, like from the artist perspective. It's definitely possible to like solely be an artist, you know, and be the next Lil Wayne or whatever.
Absolutely.
But damn, it's tough, bro. You know, it is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard. And I think that's what kind of, to answer the question that I asked before, or I answer, is like, I don't know, when you go so long being an artist or being a producer, and you know, you keep building, and you have success, you keep building on success, slowly but surely. But I think if you're able to diversify, and like Bodhi said, like if you're able to add skills or resources to yourself that can help overall, just like help yourself market, you know. And I think that kind of goes in any industry nowadays, because you know, it's such a content driven society. I think whatever you do, like if you're a dentist, for example, like, you know, like you're still building a business, and if you have like really good content and you're like, I don't know, like messing around with, you know, like. No,
I don't know if y'all have seen those chiropractor videos that they be doing on Instagram. Ooh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, where they like moving the
where they like, and they be like cracking them. I'll be watching Dr. Shalabi. That's the dude's name that I'll be watching. But he, like, it's just, like you said, bro, you have good content, especially with something like that. Like, I feel like that's a very, I don't want to say niche, but like it's a very wide niche. Like, I'll be feeling like my back is getting cracked when I hear the crack. It's like,
and that makes you want to go and get your back cracked.
Exactly. I'm like, man, how much he charging?
But to break it down, based off you're brought to that conclusion based off a piece of a video,
right?
Like a
just
clip
because that video, that
seen
content, like, bro, just because he was like, man, I'm like, this is funny clients, you know, like it's funny getting your back cracked, you know. It's like, like, dang, I didn't know I could like do that, you know. I didn't know my body was gonna make that sound, kind of a thing, but. And then even now, I work for an animal hospital, and they were like you should help with the TikTok and make a TikTok. I'm like, come on, like that's fun. I feel like it's cool that things like that are opening up, you know, because like on a grander scheme, like it's kind of like a smaller hospital, but like on a grander scheme, if it was like bigger, then that would be like a job. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody would really be hired and be like, all right, run our social media. We gonna pay you to like be just creative, you know what I'm saying? Just to think of ideas and, you know, watch the trends and take those things to account. And so I think that's really dope that that's where we are, like as a society.
For sure. Yeah, because you see a lot of like big companies and like whatever kind of business they're in, like they do technology or even sports teams, like they have positions that are just like social media managers, and like they have to like pay attention to what's trending on Twitter, what's trending on Instagram, like what are the things that are going to catch people's eyes, or like I don't go on TikTok that much, but like what sounds are trending and how can you relate that to what your company does, and like seamlessly make that into content that people will enjoy.
For sure. Because
whether it be like, I don't know, just like any sounds, I feel like even on like Instagram, like Reels, which is basically like TikTok, basically TikTok. There are sounds that like I'll see like a sound, and like you'll see a Major League Baseball team use it, and then you'll see like a random technology company use it, and then like a chiropractor or like something random, and you'll be like, they all use the same sound to basically try to create a piece of content that someone can be like, oh wow, that's really cool. What is like try to learn more.
Specific niche. They're like, okay, I'm familiar with this sound, but like, what do you? And that's gonna keep me here. It's like, okay, so how are you gonna relate this kind of a thing? Yeah, that's dope.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, man.
Social media is amazing. I think that's why, like we talked about technology taking over people. Like social media just has like a strong grasp on how we consume things. Because like when you were talking about how artists come to you and like, how do I promote a song? Right. Like using social media on any sort of way, whatever that artist seems necessary, or whatever you seem. Everyone has their own unique ways, whether that's like just any ways they use social media. It's just so important to kind of reach out to those people, reach out to your target audience, your target market, and hopefully that you can hook them into your content and reel them in for what you really want them to get. Not the TikTok dance that you do. Like that's just to get them in the door, but hopefully through that they'll find your music, and then they'll start listening to you as an artist.
That's how you make most of your sales, is just getting them to like follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I forget what I read today. Oh man, I think it was like people buy off of emotion and like put logic behind it later, essentially.
sure,
Like that was they said it way better. But it's like there's people are just gonna be like, oh, I really like this, you know, and then like if it works, they're gonna stay. You know, I mean, if not, then you know they'll leave. But like getting them in that door is like essentially the most like important part.
Yeah, kind of creating a sense of urgency too during it.
Exactly, like that's what we do as artists, you know. Like at first when the reels and stuff and the TikToks and stuff, people felt corny, like doing the dances or like using the sounds, like, oh, somebody made a video. Like, no, bro, there's millions of people making videos to this. Get these people to follow you, get these people to like invest in you emotionally, see what you do every day, and then what you do, like what you feed them, they'll like, bro. Yeah. They'll enjoy it no matter what. Well, not no matter what.
Up.
Yeah, they'll eat it up, though. They're like, if you're just shoving people food in your face, hey, bro, you want a sandwich? Hey, bro, you want a sandwich? Like, no, bro, I don't. Like, that's not how you get, hey, come here. You know, once I trust you and I'm, like, emotionally invested, that's when I can give you what I want. Or, like, you know, take you to where I want to take you kind of a thing.
For sure. The life of the artist.
Man.
Ooh, that's tough. So you took us on a journey through your cowboyhood. Nah.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, boss.
So we were talking about engineering, and you might have said some. You made a lot of interesting insights on your experience as an engineer. You like the way you said that artists don't know how to market themselves or how people spend their time. What's one thing that you learned about people that isn't music related from your time as an engineer?
Good question.
One thing I learned about people that isn't music related. Wow.
That's a bell ring right there. That was a good question.
I wasn't on the draft.
On the agenda.
Nah, I'm playing. That wasn't music related.
Or just one thing you noticed, or one thing that you noticed like that's similar between all the people that came in. I know you said that sometimes people don't know how to market themselves or how to market a song, or that each person uses their hour or 2 or 3 hours in the studio in different ways. But is there anything about just like people or like, I don't know,
tendencies?
Yeah.
Tendencies. I'm trying to think, man. I don't know if I'm just like too fried. Hold on. Like, I don't know. It's a lot. Like I don't want to just like rant about artists. That's my thing.
This artist does
like,
this.
Listen,
that
man,
artist.
You guys need to stop. Nah. I think it like I people, like I said, people just spend their time differently. Like some people come to the studio just to like kick it. You know, like I, as an artist, I didn't know how to feel about that at first. You know, people just like, hey, no, I'm never going to put this out. Like, what you mean? Like, why are you here? Like, why are you not wasting my time? Because obviously I'm getting paid. But it's like, why are you, you know, like, why are we doing this kind of a thing? But at the end, like, I also feel on the other end, like, I'm just having fun. Because that's kind of how I was at first.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to come record this song, you know, for nothing. And then it's like, all right, so he might have a good time. And that's why that's where I got to do my job, too. You know, I got to make this a good experience for the artist and be like, oh, yeah, maybe I will do this. And maybe I will come back and, like, work with you some more kind of a thing. So it's like, I don't know. I would say that. And, the marketing thing was really the biggest thing for me. Like, watching some, like, finding some really cool artists and stuff like that and just, like, having to, like, unfortunately, painfully watch them do their marketing, like drop songs just the same day. Hey, just drop this.
Yeah.
Like, man, we did all this work in the studio and you just dropped this. Like, or when somebody come in, we make a song, I'm gonna drop it tonight. Why? Nobody gonna listen tonight. Like, let's make something cool. And it's like, it's not necessarily my job as an engineer to do that, but that's where I wanted to do more. But I say that's another big thing was just marketing, bro. Like, people need that help on that aspect. People need to learn, like, artists need to grow with the times, essentially, you know? But yeah, I think that's probably one of the things, like, non-music related. I don't know. I don't think I really answered that question.
No, I think I'm glad I'm perfectly content with you elaborating on that, because I was very curious on how you meant that people use their times in there. Because, like, me as a non-artist, I've really only seen, like, G Money go in there and his process, but I can only imagine now that I think about it that not everyone's gonna have the same process when they go in there. Like, some people are gonna be like, like, let me get on the mic right now.
Yeah.
Like, I got this. Like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Some people might want to like get into a zone, like kind of maybe smoke some, drink some, like to kind of get into the zone. But like some
people write in the studio. Like I've had people who had journals and come in and like write in the studio. I was okay, this is cool. Like I will play the beat over and over. Like you're sitting, or people who don't come with beats and just want me to search through YouTube for 30 minutes. Like
really,
bro, it's crazy. I was like,
you gotta eat as an artist
serious?
sometimes.
What kind of beats you want? I don't know. Just play some.
Just pull something up on YouTube.
All right, Summer Walker type beat. Like, come on, bro. Like, all right, you want to go there, bro? Like, it was just crazy to me. I was like, oh, but if you got it, that's what you want to do. It's your time. I'm making my money. So
yeah, true.
YouTube it is.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
And to like umbrella all of that really shows that it's truly levels to it in terms of the artistry level, you know. And it's like you're gonna have, and more so in the beginning stages, you know, you go to the studio and you know you're gonna want to make music, but at the same time you want to kick it with your homies, you want to get tea because you're in the studio and it's new and it's fun and you've never really had this feeling before, you know. But then it just gets to a certain point as an artist, like, you got to grow, you know? And it's like, to this day, you know, we'll still smoke some, drink some in the stew, but it's like, it's all about balance and understanding at the end of the day, like, this is work, you know? Like, we trying to do big things with the music, you know? We're trying to approach this, you know.
It's the office.
Absolutely.
It's the office. Like, when they had those, like, rules that they put up a couple months back, I don't remember whose rules it was. It was like Wayne or Birdman studio rules or something like that, and everybody was talking about that. But like, yeah, bro, like I mean, I wouldn't as an engineer, I wouldn't have that in place. But if I was like a label head, you know, like I'm investing millions and millions of dollars, bro. You know, some of these artists, like that's why some of these artists fall off too. It's like these people get on, they don't know how to be in the studio for real. They was in the studio for 10 hours with their homie, and it was cool. But now people are paying $100 an hour, $200 an hour for you to sit and kick with your homies, and people don't want to put money into you no more. They're like, bro, you've been wasting our time. We got you in the studio every week, and you ain't made an album yet. You know? Like it goes a long way, man.
Absolutely, man. How would you say you've grown through your artistry?
Man, I think honestly, I feel like just grown upwards, bro, as a whole. Like, I've gotten, the engineering kind of summed it up. It, like, capped up everything, you know? Like, I started just rapping. Or else Sweatshirt, I'm just going to put bars on beats, you know? And then I was like, all right, let me figure out my own kind of sound, like, where I want to go sonically with it. Then I started producing, started engineering, and then so it's kind of like I've gone full circle now, and now it's like, I think that's my next step, honestly, is to take that really big leap into what I want to do with the artistry thing. Cause like, man, I've done projects like of everything. So it's like, am I just gonna keep doing that? How am I gonna tie it in together? So I think that's kind of where I'm at as an artist. But in terms of growing, like, I think just being more open, like, to the process and stuff. Like I said, I never punched in before, but now, like, I go to the studio, and that's almost like my preference. I'd rather just go to the studio, nothing written, and just listen to the beat and vibe, you know, like, and that's because I have that opportunity now. Like, I'm an engineer, like, I can go to the studio and chill because I don't gotta worry about nobody's time but my own.
And that's a huge difference maker.
Exactly. So it's like it's a weight off my shoulders, and now I feel like I can mess around and just punch in or like do a whole song and then just scratch it. Like, I don't like that. I'm finna do this over, or I'm gonna pick another beat, kind of a thing. But just being like softer on myself, I guess I say. Like, I don't want to say taking artistry less serious, as in I don't care about it, but like taking the music, I guess, less serious, and just being more open to doing stuff. Like, me and Bobby just lock in and make whatever. You know, we do like house stuff. Like, I do songs in like British voices, like, because bro, like, it's fun. Like, it's like I want to get it out. You know, I think I'm just figuring out my artist lane. Like,
that's dope.
I think projects is where I'm at right now.
Well, you mentioned Bobby. Do you kind of want to expand on your collaborations with other producers or just whoever you're working with these days?
Bro, I was just thinking about it. I don't know if it was today, but like, I work with some really good producers. Like my thought was I work with producers who are so good that I don't even like producing because I'm not as good as them, and it make me not want to do it. I mean, man, I'm just gonna hit Bobby, bro. I'm just gonna hit Digi for a beat.
Shout out Digi Prada,
shout out Digi Prada, man. Shout out Michael, Luisi. Like I have.
Shout out Rich from the Pole, by the way. My bad, I seen him.
Rich,
he's in the chat.
Oh God, my brother.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, like I really work with a lot of talented producers, bro, and like I like keeping stuff in house. Even like I work with this dude, shout out 215, out in Philly, bro. Like just off the strength, bro, off the love. Like he did To the Moon. He did that beat. He did Skinny King beat.
True.
Oh, and shout out Genius too, man. They're both in Philly. But just like Don't Know Me From a Can of Paint was just rocking with me, heard my songs, and like we just been working, you know, like producers really kind of put me in a zone.
That's awesome.
You know, like when I didn't know what I wanted to do with the music, and then like with the engineering, like I was like, man, I don't know what kind of song I want to make. This producer send me some beats, and I'm like, all right, I'm finna, you know, like it puts me where I needed to be. So like it's dope just working with those people. Like I like locking in. Me and Bobby really just locked in like maybe 2 weeks ago. Like just sat in the studio for a day. Like he played me some beats. Like I wrote to some, and then he made some beats. Like locked in pretty much like a project, or at least like the remnants of a project, the ingredients for one, you know, just like completely produced by him. And like, man, people don't know Bobby's the reason why I got played on the radio in the first place, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because he did the new Sheriff beat. And him and Hot, like him and Hot Rod was like really cool.
Shout out Hot Rod.
Yeah, shout out to Hot Rod, man, legend, bro. Like literally trailblazer.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Putting people on, man.
Absolutely.
Like Hot Rod done like fathered and birthed a lot of great artists, bro. Like right now.
Sure. He's been in the game for a minute too.
Yeah, and so like he gave me and Bobby that opportunity, G, and like kind of that window that we needed during that country album time. It was really cool, bro. And Bobby, that was the first person I hit when I was like, I want to do a country album, because Bobby don't care, bro.
Right.
Bobby makes everything. Bobby is Bobby Beats. He's not Bobby Drill Beats. He's not Bobby Trap Beats. He's not Bobby R&B Beats. But that is Bobby Beats.
That's
like,
cool.
Any type.
Living up to the name. That's dope.
I swear to God, man. Me and him got like rock songs, like whatever. Like shout out to all the producers out there, man.
For sure. It's not easy out there, man.
Not at all. It's hard.
Nah, it's tough, but again, you keep grinding, you know, and like you said, like that's what's cool about producers, you know. It's like I remember Digi was talking about how he had linked up with Ruga, you feel me? And at the end of the day, it's just all about the drive, and it's like if you want to lock in with a certain artist, or you know you see yourself in a certain position, you just got to work hard. And again, it goes back to the initiative, right?
Make that move, bro. You got to make that move. That's one thing I'll talk about right now is with Bobby. Like he's still 20.
Wow.
I'm 26, G. Like he's 20, so
he's a youngin'.
Yeah, bro, that's my boy. So like with him, he asked me questions. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, hey, bro, like how do you think I should? Because he is a producer. Like he knows that he doesn't want to like move grimy out here in these streets, or like try to ask too much. Like, hey, bro, can you please rap on my beats or anything like that? Right. But like I tried to help him and tell him, like, bro, just build those relationships, you know, like make good songs with the people that you can, and then everybody else gonna listen and follow through, you know. And that's like, bro, we shot a video with Zoo, and Chance was in it, and it was like it was a time, like it was a dope opportunity for us to just like meet him and stuff like that. Sure. So it was cool. And it's all through because he was just making good, consistent music with bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you, as a producer, don't be scared to like reach out, send that DM, or like go to shows, bro. I'm gonna tell you, bro. If you a producer, if you trying to do anything in music and like grow your community, go to shows and meet these artists. Hey, bro, what's up, G? I like your show, like, or just stay. I'm a producer. Let's lock in. You know, at least get the Instagram follow, G. Like, you know, but like go to these shows, send those DMs. Like, it's really. It's 1,000 shots. Nobody's counting your shots but you. Right. Nobody knows how many DMs you sent but you. Nobody's sitting there like, man, this dude, bro. For sure. You know, send those beats out, bro. Like you got to, G. Like it's all. If that's what you're gonna do that. It's that simple.
Absolutely.
Kind of a thing.
Absolutely. I had a point, but I forgot it. That's spot on.
Be like that. I passed the friedness.
Pass the friedness. No, it's on me. Absolutely.
Secondary fried. Second hand.
I got a quick question going off the live music scene. So, of course, so when we first had you in here, we talked about your show in Texas and how much that how much that impacted you, and you've even referenced it today. Talk about how that Dallas crowd was no idea who you were, but they were so ready to get into it with you and get fired up and enjoy the set, enjoy the show. Do you? I feel like from I see all your posts, you're a big you just said it, you're a guy who loves to go to shows. Even if you're not performing, you'll go to see other people just to support your friends. I'm curious, do you think the scene has, the live music scene has taken a hit because of I obviously took a hit because of COVID, but is it kind of back to where it was before, or is it still kind of getting to that level that it used to be at?
I think that I would say it's getting there. Mm-hmm. It's not there. It's definitely not there for sure, but it's and it was super affected. Even some venues man, rest in peace to the Aux, bro. The Auxiliary Art Center, bro, got shut down.
That was the last venue I went to before everything.
Me too, bro. That was one of the last performances I had before everything got shut down. I was like, man, but them, because they were honestly for a while they were kind of the only venue that was doing stuff.
They were doing consistently.
And I feel like that was kind of what was messing them up, is they was just having so much traffic every time, So it's man, they almost took the bullet for everybody. But now things are opening back up. I was just at my homie's show at Shuba's not too long ago. That was really dope, bro. A good crowd. With Phoenix and Nico and all them, bro. It was really it was lots of fun, man. But it's live shows are getting there. They're definitely getting there. I'm liking I go to Messy Mondays at Enjoy, man. Shout out to them over there. It's first. I like those events, the consistency of things. I go to Gyrate with Mamikana, bro. It's just lots of fun out here in Chicago, bro. You just have to take that extra initiative, like you said, to be a fan. I rock with you, bro. I like your music. I work on your music. Why wouldn't I be at your show? I did these mixes. You know what I'm saying? Why am I not gonna be there, kind of a thing. So and like I said, I meet a lot of clients through that, or I meet a lot of people I want to work with through that. So it's meet DJs and stuff like that, and who play my music, bro. I met somebody at the Shuba show. They play my music at their St. Patty's Day set, bro. Nice. They played one of the songs off the Malice. Dope. And I was like, what? Just off of the strength. I didn't ask him. I didn't even know he was performing, So it's
and that's how it's supposed to go, bro.
Yeah, it's cool stuff like that, man. I think Chicago, definitely is bringing that sense of community back, through the live shows and live music. It's kind of on the venues now. We have to get more venues, popping and stuff. I know Avondale's got stuff going. Sub T's been going crazy. I got a show at Sub T on the 28th.
Nice.
Industry night, slide. It'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun, but it's getting there. It's not there yet, but it's definitely getting there.
Yeah. And that was the point. Yeah. To piggyback off that, I remembered is you can you can hit up people and try to connect with people on Instagram or Twitter all you want. And it works. Don't get me wrong. It can be efficient, but going to those shows and linking up with people and doing things like this, that's the true, that's the old school way. That's exactly.
People been missing that. People been yearning for it. And so when you do that, people are like, oh man, I really mess with, bro. People mess with me and don't even know what I do. Right. It's man, I just see you, bro, and you just do your thing, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro, we outside. We have fun. They see who I'm with. They see that people, I work with people. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, I don't know what you do, but I support it. And then you exactly, you get, like I said, bro, people invest off of emotion and then logically put logic behind it afterwards. If I can get you to just mess with me as a person, bro, no matter what I do, you're gonna be behind me. Kind of a thing.
Yeah. So. And now more than ever, do people want to have a good time and pop out?
A genuine connection, bro. People want that real, like you said, bro. It's hard to get that real feel through a DM.
And we're burnt out from it.
Yeah, we've been doing it, bro. We've been doing. That's all we've been able to do is message and make TikToks for each other and stuff. So it's it's good to get that genuine connection and just having that space. dancing. Right. Even something simple as like, oh yeah, hey, we having fun, kind of a thing. Like being able to spread that vibe and that energy through music, bro. Like, it's dope, bro.
That's the real way, I mean, we can be on YouTube and again, like we've been saying, social media, technology, all that. But at the end of the day, like getting back to the real connections, the human connections, that's how we're like truly gonna succeed in anything, in anything. It's just, and building that network. You don't have to have a lot of friends, but it's like you got the right people in your corner. You're gonna be all right.
Who you know?
Absolutely.
Superboy said it best. It all come down to who you know.
Bro, I was watching. I saw on Facebook Kevin had posted. I don't know how new it was. You said super something, but super hot fire, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that. He said, "I dribble the ball.
I bounce it.
I shot it. I missed it. Psych. I switched it." That's just so stupid.
Oh man! Shouts out Super Hot Fire.
Shout out to Super Hot for coming back, making his 2022 return.
How long has it been since?
Too long, whatever it was. Too long.
Super long.
Super
long.
It's been super hot long.
My goodness.
And but things like that. Like I was just watching it. I'm like, bro, this is so simple and like so wholesome. But I mean, 2 point some million views. You feel me? Just because it's hilarious and you can connect with it.
And somebody probably could have told him like, bro, it's too late. It's too late.
Right.
You did it too like
you
long
had your time.
ago. Yeah, it's not. Don't do it. But like, nah, he made it work, bro. He got a blue face, whatever. Put somebody in there like. And he stayed true to him too. Like he wasn't trying to do nothing new. Yeah. He wasn't trying to like rap over a Detroit beat or something. Like get like yeet on there. He was like, no, I'm finna stick to exactly
I'm
what
not
got
a rapper.
me. Yeah, exactly. He finna.
But I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, I'm not a rapper.
No.
No. That's the wrong number.
Yeah, and like you said, it all comes down to
gotta get it how you can,
doing your thing, being yourself, and if people can connect with it, people gonna rock with it. You can do anything, man. Yeah, man. I was gonna ask too, back on the topic of like Chicago, bro. Do you feel I don't know, man. Like ideally, of course, we would love to build in Chicago, and I think it's possible, and I think we will. However it comes to be about, because I do believe in the strength of the mindset of our generation and how we kind of see how we want to shape our future, right? But my question being is like, how long do you see yourself building in Chicago before you feel like you get to a point where you're like, okay, maybe I want to move to LA or Atlanta or maybe go overseas? You feel me? Like, how long do you feel like the opportunity will be fluid before it gets like dried out here for you, I guess?
Man, that's definitely something I've been thinking about, because like I said, even with the engineering stuff, people don't come to record in Chicago. So like if I really want to engineer, if like that was my end all be all, I wanted to be Alex Toomey or something like that, or Ali, like then I wouldn't be in Chicago. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I would not be here because I will have no clients who are gonna give me a plaque or nothing like that unless I mean, like I said, we did those conditions. Right. But I would move to a LA, but at this point I'm trying to see how much I can get out of it. Sure. But honestly, I'm not attached to like anywhere right now. It's like wherever the music takes me, wherever it makes sense, like for me financially and stuff like that. But it's I don't see myself staying in Chicago forever though. Yeah. Like I've never wanted to like live in Chicago forever. Like I love the city. I love the city, but just like, and I have so many memories and everything, but it's just like there's so much more out there. For sure. Even that's just the type of person that I am. Like I just don't want to be here forever. Absolutely. Like there's so much good weather. There's so many different landscapes and stuff like that. I was looking at an interview with Earl, and they was talking about how in New York City, he's like, bro, you can't even see far. Like he be like, you literally can't. All the buildings and everything. Yeah, because the buildings and everything is blocking your dreams, literally. Yeah. Kind of a thing. So it's like, bro, having that open plain. Yeah, that claustrophobic feeling. Yeah, like exactly, claustrophobic, very busy. Like it's like, I don't know. It just be too much. Yeah, Chicago can be too much at times, like with the violence and everything. Right. So I don't see myself being here forever, but how long, I can't answer that question. But I think soon I'm probably gonna get out of here probably within the next like year or so.
Yeah.
Hopefully before winter.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Please send me somewhere warm.
Yeah. No more. Not another winter, man.
No.
I feel like that, like where we are in our age too, we're kind of at that point where like, you know, and speaking from our perspective, you know, having been here in the city for so long and diversifying and building our crafts and everything, we're kind of at that point where I feel like, you know, given the opportunity, man, like it would be awesome to branch off and do stuff.
Yeah, why not take that opportunity?
Absolutely. Not completely out, you know, disconnect from where we're from, obviously, you know, and I truly believe in building something here, but I'm on the same boat, bro. Like I can't be here for that much longer, you know, full time, because it's just too much, man. I totally feel you on the open plane, and man, like I would just love to just get away on some like Kanye, Wyoming type of thing, you know, like just create, get away, and just vibe out, you know, like have the world forget about me for a while, and then just like come back, you know.
Bro. It's so much more out there. Like Chicago is kind of confined, like you said. We have a lot of thick barriers and stuff between things, to where it's like you don't get to. It's a very diverse city, but you might not get to experience all of it just because there's so many barriers and stuff like that. So it's like going away, there's less of that, you know. You're kind of like almost welcomed into it, like, oh, bro, you're from Chicago, let me show you how we do it over here, you know. Like you're more embraced, especially being from Chicago. Like the Chicago badge is like, you know, it holds a lot of weight in a lot of places. People
anywhere you go,
like
anywhere you go,
whether it be because of the big city or like because of the music, like people will rock with you just because you're from Chicago. For sure. Maybe unless you're in New York, because like they some haters.
But even there, because you know, I feel you. Because some appreciate what's it called, that we started the drill movement, you know. But others will be like, nah, it's ours. But I feel you. I didn't mean to cut you off.
My thought was over with.
I feel you.
My thought was over with. But yeah, it's we got to get out of here, bro. We got to get out of Chicago. Like even like the first time I went to LA, it was for music. I was doing songwriting for this girl.
Right.
And it was just like, it felt different, bro. It felt so like light out there. I was like, man, like I don't even make beats. I wasn't making beats like that at the time. I was out there making beats like a Swiss Beats. I was Bodhi Beats out there, bro. I was just like, and like, just it's a new inspiration, bro. Like being here, you just so rooted and so attached, and it's just so much that comes with it. It's almost like to where it becomes almost a burden or like a weight on you. And then once you go away, it's like you can kind of like you said, throw those seeds again and like see what grows. You know, you have more opportunity and just like less pressure.
Right.
Like nobody know who I am. I can say what I am, and nobody's gonna be like, you don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Open canvas.
I saw you in 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like no, bro. Like don't try to knock me, discredit or whatever. Like they just been I am who I am.
Yeah.
Soy como soy.
For sure.
Español for all the Spanish speakers.
CCC. And yeah, man, and I feel you on that, bro, because I think, you know, that anybody that's been like anybody that's grown up wherever they grew up and been there for a long time, I think can relate to that, you know, because it does get to a certain point where you just keep, I mean, it's natural and it's cool to see people you're familiar with or whatever, but it does get kind of annoying at times when you feel like you can't even step out of the house and like somebody's gonna see you, you know, or I don't know, bro, like you know when some people like from your past, whether you're cool or not, you know when they're judging you, you know, based off of who you were, you know, at the time that they knew you, and they don't really like even give you the chance to like get to know who you are now, you know, and it gets frustrating. So I feel that, man. But at the end of the day, truthfully, it doesn't really matter, bro. You know, like as long as you're staying true to yourself, doing your thing, like you said, whoever's gonna rock with you is gonna rock with you. People in LA that never seen you, or Texas or whatever that never seen you, bro, rock with you, bro. So like, if Joe Schmo from you know the neighborhood ain't rocking with me like that, whatever, that's cool, bro. Because there's plenty of people that love me.
I think it's really that first impression, like being able to have that first impression on people again is like it's kind of key now, because people love, like you said, to hold on to that memory or hold on to like who you were, whether it be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, people love to hold on to that, and it's like, no, like I'm me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I am this right now, and honestly, I might not be this in 2 years, but that's where I'm at. So like, what we doing? Yeah. Kind of a thing.
Yeah. Or you can be Will Smith and do the opposite and go bow and just change the whole direction of your career, bro. You feel me?
Hey man, they did him dirty, bro. They did him super dirty.
How do you feel so?
Just like canceling everything, bro. Like, man, he slapped somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you literally see that on like ABC, and people talk about they traumatized. Like, bro, isn't Desperate Housewives like right after that on Sundays? Like, bro, people getting stabbed with like vases, bro, and you traumatized by Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Like, I feel you.
There's so many. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
No,
I'm just mad. Honestly, I'm just mad that they like cancel his shows and stuff like that, bro. Like, you mess with this man money now.
Right.
He did it at the Oscars. Leave that. Like, take his Oscar away or whatever they did. Like, and leave it be. You know, he ain't like. There's people who done way worse stuff who are out here making making way more money off of like things that y'all are supporting. You know, y'all are actually putting money behind as a network or whatever, you know. So that was my thing.
No, I was gonna say what you just said, that like there are so many people in Hollywood who've done so much worse than slap someone and say a curse word just for trying to protect his wife, or just like being defensive over over a joke. Like there's so the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, and like that's just like, it's like there's so many movies made like by his production company when people knew what he was doing, and like meanwhile Will Smith is defending his wife over a joke that that's personal preference if you take it or whatever. Like that's just a whole thing. Like even he was laughing, and then he saw Jada wasn't happy, and he was like, all right, I have to respond somehow. Watching that live was like the wildest thing in my life, because all of a sudden you just see Chris Rock like stop telling his joke, and I had to like turn. I looked up from what I was doing, and I saw Will Smith walking up to him. I was like, oh my God, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? So, but yeah, but but I agree with you. It's just like he slapped someone. Like, are we really gonna? And like the academy's like, we're banning him from voting in future things. It's like, okay, like cool. Right, it's literally like there's so many worse people in Hollywood. That like why is this man being the one that has like? I get that like it wasn't the best situation, and he could have handled it 1,000 times better, and it was a joke, and Chris Rock might not have necessarily written the joke. It could have been one of the writers of the whole show. Like, I don't know.
It was a timing thing, bro.
I think it's bad timing on everybody's account, but it's like at the end of the day, like you got to cut the problem at the root, kind of a thing. Like it was a distasteful joke. And I don't like you when you the First Amendment right, I completely agree with it. Like go ahead, say what you're gonna say, but you're gonna deal with the repercussions. So, would I have maybe slapped somebody at the Oscars on TV like live? Maybe not. But who's to say that like that's Will Smith's reaction? He's defending his wife.
And even in the moment.
Yeah, and in the heat of the moment, you know, and like I know that he like may have laughed it off in a moment, but like you laugh a lot of stuff off that's like not funny. You like like so it's like man, I kind of just want to laugh this out. It's not, and then it's like you telling me it's not bad. Like, bro, what do you mean it's not bad? Like, just let me react to my joke. But I don't feel like anybody's necessarily in the wrong,
right?
You know, I just feel like it just happened.
Yeah,
you know,
it definitely just happened. For sure.
Will Smith, you know, was justified in his actions, and like, that's all I'll say.
Yeah, and to all the people who say it was staged or like that was done on purpose, like the Oscars were not ready for Will Smith to run up on stage and hit someone. Because even after it happened, they silenced the feed for like 20, like a solid 30 seconds, and all you could see was Will Smith mouthing what he said: "Keep my wife's name out your mouth," and you could see it. And I was reading his lips, and I was like, did he just say that? I had to go to Twitter to find a Japanese this Japanese stream that didn't cut out the English because they were just dubbing it over. Or they were dubbing over whatever was said in English, so you could hear clearly what Will was saying, which is hilarious. But yeah, the people of Hollywood who were there who were like, I'm so traumatized by Will's actions. I can't believe that someone would do that. Like Amy Schumer's like, I didn't want to go out and host after that. Like, what was going to happen? Like Like,
right, like she did Kirsten Dunst super bogus, bro.
Oh my,
she did Kirsten Dunst super bogus, bro.
Oh, she is the worst. Bogus. She's the worst. Amy. Oh, yeah. I like that. I didn't want to watch it because I saw Amy was hosting, and then I was like, all right, you know what? I like a lot of the movies. Like, I want to see like what wins, and like maybe there'll be something fun happens. And of course, I'm watching at the perfect. Happened. We're watching at the perfect time.
Right. They definitely got some watching. Got some views out there. Everybody talking about Oscar now.
Everybody's talking about it. That's what's the part I think everyone thought it was staged because they were like award shows. Award shows nowadays, I feel like a majority of people couldn't care less about who wins, because now it's just like a popularity or like it's a
people know it's skewed.
It's skewed. It's an agenda. Like there's certain things like shout out. I saw going to the Oscars. The movie that won Best Picture, Coda. Like phenomenal movie. I loved it. Sure. But it's definitely it's about growing up as a child of deaf adults. That's what Coda stands for. So and it was a very unique story that's never been told. So I was like, I can see why that won, because it was very different from any other story that every other movie that I've really seen, and way different than anything that was on there. So they give people awards, and even the Grammys does this as well. They give certain people awards to fit their agenda, to fit what they think will provide the best results for them, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Based off of repercussions as opposed to who actually deserves it. Kind of thing. Sure. Especially with the Grammys. The Grammys is so weird, bro. Grammys is super weird. I don't know if you guys saw the best reggae album or whatever, controversy. So it was
it's just a group of white people.
Yeah, it was a group of white people from the US, and everybody else was actually from Jamaica, and da-da-da. And it's just bro, honestly, how do these people have the best reggae album? I'm not gonna sit here and say I listened to it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I listened to everybody else's album. Right. But I just don't believe it.
You're a little suspicious. No, definitely.
And it's it's the same thing, and A Dose of Reality actually touched on this a little bit, but it's similar. That is similar to Macklemore beating Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah, oh
you mean to tell me Macklemore's gonna beat Kendrick Lamar? Good Kid, Mad City.
Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kanye, and Jay-Z.
Right. Come on,
and you pick Macklemore.
Stop it.
Hey, he's on the
Mount Can we go thrift shopping?
Mount Rush Macklemore.
Mount Rush Macklemore. I mean, come on now.
That's why they put the more in Rushmore, because of Macklemore.
That's the reason. You heard it here first.
It was just Mount Rush, but then they put
That's the reason. You heard it here first.
They're adding a Macklemore.
It was bro, he beat Drake and Kendrick and Kanye
and Jay-Z.
He beat Good Kid, Mad City. He beat Yeezus. He beat Nothing Was the Same. And I think it was Magna Carta Holy Grail, which is all right, fine. That's not the best Jay-Z product, but those other three, all solid, great albums. If not some of the best of the 2010s, depending on your opinion and all that. But it's definitely all about agendas and things like that. So
I cannot name you one song off of that Macklemore album besides Thrift Shop. Yeah. When I was in the third grade.
That one song. See, I know of another song, but I can't tell you the title.
$20 in my bucket.
Yeah, how well. And the funny thing is, how has, and we're talking about right now, we can't name another song, so that shows how poorly that album has aged. Right. Where Nothing Was the Same, Yeezus, and Good Kid, Mad City all have all still have an impact. I still listen to those albums.
Right.
I still listen to those. Macklemore. I could give two craps about any of those Macklemore songs that are on that. Thrift Shop, sure, that had a grasp on me when I was in high school, but now. Yeah. But now, so and
it's just hilarious because that kind of shows you where their opinions kind of don't matter either. Okay, you picked this, you said this was the best album that this basically you're kind of putting your stock in this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then or I don't even know how long ago those albums came out. But these years later, he means nothing. He's in society, bro. Yeah, even probably 2 years later, it's so it's your judgment. Even though we love to say it is end all be all, they're the greatest. It's not. It's really not.
Yeah.
You know, people have Grammys who don't deserve them.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
It's all so subjective. That's what people have to realize with award shows, and I think there was a point where I finally realized they were subjective, where I stopped. Don't get me wrong. When artists I love win, I still get pumped.
Yeah.
When Tyler won Call Me If You Get Lost, I thought he deserved it. When Silk Sonic won 4, I love Anderson .Paak, so that was super hype. But so I get excited, but at the end of the day, I know that they give it to certain people, not necessarily because they don't like, but I get what you're saying.
We
like,
take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, they got it, but like, what does that actually mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
It's more, I feel like at the end of the day, it kind of is more what it means to the artist, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, well, I'm sure the people who win it are like, you know, very excited and attached to it and love it. And like, I'm sure people who get nominated and feel like they get snubbed are like, all right, you know, I could care less about this award.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and our hope is to just get there one day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely.
Even just being there, you know, or getting nominated or obviously winning, you know, it's the grand all of grand all basically in terms of music, you know, but that's what kind of makes it disheartening is like you can put in all this work and you can do it as genuine as possible and make the greatest creation of all time and you can still
lose to Lady Gaga.
Exactly.
Like you can have the best whatever it was, like whatever her and Tony Bennett won, like you can have one of the best, like whatever that category was, and Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett made the same album. Sorry, like you're not winning.
Yeah.
Like as sad as that is, like the R&B best R&B album was a loaded group, and there were so many great albums in that group. It was tough to see. I think Summer Walker won.
True.
But it was like
there was Summer Walker. I just went to her show, low key.
Oh yeah. Was
yeah.
it dope?
Man, it was so fire. So again, shout out to Bobby.
True.
Bobby actually works for like a label at Universal. We ended up getting tickets through just like doing some work.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, bro, they gave us backstage like artist passes.
Wow,
Like
that's
essentially they were like, yo, bro, y'all can get in wherever y'all want to, basically.
That's dope.
You can go here, bro.
That's
It was so fun. But she's actually like really good live. Like she really sings.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like she's not up there just like she walks around, you know, like she sat down and like played her guitar. Like it's a very Summer Walker experience. But like I don't know her songs like that and had a great time.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like the energy was fun. Like it was a really fun night. So shout out to Summer Walker and her team. Yeah. And she has her own label now too, bro. Like I didn't know that. Yeah, I met one of the artists that was signed to her, and he was dope too. So I was like, all right, bet. But yeah, shout out to Summer Walker. Her album's actually very decent. People put me on to it. But yeah, it's fire. She definitely deserved that R&B album. Who else was in the category?
Now I'm drawing blanks. My girl Snow Allegra was in there.
Oh, Snow.
Oh.
Hey, Snow be going crazy too.
Oh, I love
Probably
her.
Justine Sky or somebody like that.
Who else? I think John Batiste was in there. There was another album. I hold on, let me just look, because I added a couple albums after that I was like, ooh, I should listen to these.
See, and that's another good thing about those award shows and stuff. Is kind of like they'll put you on.
Leon Bridges was also in there.
Real R&B.
Jasmine Sullivan was also in there.
There we go. Jasmine Sullivan album was really good too.
Those were some of the ones, but yeah, like looking at that, like some of the you can find things too in those which are nice. To like for an artist like Snow, or like who like kind of has like popped up in the past couple of years, like to be nominated is amazing, and it makes me, and like I'm thinking about it when I was thinking about that, like I remember when in 2016 or 2017 when Anderson .Paak lost to like Beyonce for like best R&B, like in the same category, and I remember being heated because I was like this album's so much better. Like Pac is like, and now like 5 years later he won 4 Grammys. Yeah. So like that, it kind of just, it can be for certain artists, it can be just like okay, I got here, but how do I get there? Kind of moment.
Might be that fuel that they needed. It might be that stepping stool, like to more fans and stuff like that. You know, like especially for someone like a Snow Allegra. Not that she's not big, but like that's probably still a look for her. You know, being in that best album category, win or lose. So it's like it's dope, man. Like there's still good in the award shows, but I just feel like we should champion our own award shows.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
The ones that actually take in opinion.
The YMCA award shows.
Yeah.
The High Ridge.
The Northside Plugged end of the year show.
Ooh.
Right. Bodhi May just came up with something, bro.
Write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
That would be dope.
Write that down. Content creators, if you need.
There he is.
We're going to have Bodhi on the panel.
Oh, bro.
Board of directors for that at the end of the year.
I'm going to be like this. Like Birdman. I'm going to be doing the Birdman the whole time.
Just ready to judge. I
Right,
love it.
bro, Judge Judy.
Good old Birdman, bro. I wonder what he's doing these days.
Good question.
We go segue. So I wanted to ask, back to the music, back to Bodhi Z music.
Do we want to play some tracks?
We could.
Yeah, let's run some.
Let's run. Are they from your newest project or is it new music?
Okay, so like I said, me and Bobby had locked in the other day, so these are from that day. We made both of these the same day. He just showed me these beats. He's like, bro, you want to get on some? Like, they're both kind of different. We did just some, like, a real turn-up track, and then we did kind of a little emotional guitar kind of joint. But they're both fire. Let's play Fade Away first. We can do that one.
Right.
That one was he just played me the beat. He was like, bro, it's a little different from like the normal style that me and Bobby do. So he's like, would you want to hop on something like this? I'm like, bro, we here. Like, let's do it. All you got to do is tell me. And he was recording me. Like, shout out to Bobby for learning how to engineer and stuff.
Game changing, right?
I swear, man. I swear. Teach your people.
Absolutely.
Teach your people how to fish, bro.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, so we did that. And it's a fun song, man. I want to get into, like, sync and stuff like that. And I feel like making stuff more like this will be that. So,
dope.
Yeah, Fade Away, produced by Bobby, man.
For sure. We're finna play Fade Away right now, and we'll be right back.
BRB.
Tee it up.
Inside of my mind, Bobby beats. You're someone that's in the inside of my mind. You're so done because I say this all the time. I'm just so self-destructive, need to can't heal myself. But it just sucks when introductions feel like hell. Don't wanna start again, don't wanna let it fade away. Don't break my heart again, just let it all fade away. Don't wanna start again, just let it all fade away. Don't break my heart again, and let it all fade away. Fade away. Fade away like no whiskey, feeling risky. Probably hit your line, I'm tipsy. Know you miss me, but it's all my fault. Don't pick up my calls. Too many drinks off the rails, I'ma crash. Every time I call, I just get a little. Too many memories to leave in the past. Been through it all, but the good don't wanna start again. Don't wanna let it fade away. Don't break my heart again, just to let it all fade away. Don't wanna start again, don't wanna let it fade away. Don't break my heart again, just to let it all fade away. Fade away, don't break my heart. Inside of my mind, Bobby beats. You're someone that's in the inside of my mind. You're so done because I say this all the time. I'm just so self-destructive. Can't heal myself.
And that was Fade Away by Bodhi Z,
Yeah.
As we fade back in.
produced by Bobby Beats.
Fading in. Turn my tune up, man.
Did you want to like tap in or go talk about like the process of that track a little bit?
Yeah. So, man, me and Bobby, like I said, we had just locked in that day.
Right,
He knew that, like, I don't know, I hadn't been feeling myself musically, kind of a thing. So he's like, bro, like, he was on spring break. It's like, bro, let's lock in. Like, I want to, like, actually be there with you. Like, Bobby will send me beats whenever I want to send, like, beats, you know. Not like it's my beat slave or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that, but like, you know, if I want beats, like I know I can hit Bobby, but he was like, nah, bro, like let's just have a day in the studio. So like that's what we did, and that was the first song we did. That was the first one, and it took a little minute. We probably got it done in like 2 hours or so, like between recording and stuff. But that was one that didn't have any lyrics written, and I was just feeling it, bro. Like in the mood, and so I started writing and punching in, kind of like I punched in the flow first,
right?
You know, the singing part and like how I wanted it to sound, and then I just kind of put the words in later. So it goes back to like learning your process and like what's fun to you. You know, normally I'd be like, okay, just send this to me, I'll bring it back in 2 weeks. Like, nah, bro, like just do it in the studio. So it was fun. You know, like I've been with the punching in and stuff. Like it's been easy workflow, kind of a thing.
Right.
But yeah, I like doing stuff like that, locking in with a producer.
Yeah, and I think it breeds more creativity in the moment, type of thing. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like if you feel a type of way, or a song or a beat makes you feel some type of way in the moment, like it's gonna make somebody else feel like that. You know. So like you gotta have faith in what you're saying and that feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
Expression.
Absolutely. Speaking of expression, progressing through your musical journey, your latest project that you released is called Malice at the Palace.
Yeah.
Shouts out Ron Artest.
Yeah, shout out
the good old days.
And Ben Wallace, man.
Oh, Big Ben. Shouts out Big Ben. Shouts out Big Ben.
That's literally the reason I grew my fur out. So
really?
Kid you not.
Great.
Ben Wallace.
Great decision.
My old basketball coach, we did like the other kids used to call me Tay Ben. They're like, cause you light skinned and skinny like Tayshaun Prince, and you look like Ben Wallace, so we gonna call you Tay Ben. I was like, you funny. But yeah, so Malice at the Palace, man. I've been liking the Flint sound. You know, like that was one thing that like it was different. You know, it was something coming out. Like I like the hard beats. You know, I love me some good 190 BPM. Yeah, exactly. And the sample driven stuff too is like right up my alley. So it's cool, and even just like. Because there's a lot of Flint rappers doing that style, but they all sound different. Like Baby Tron don't sound like Y&J. Y&J don't sound like RMC Mike. So it was cool, and that's why I felt like comfortable in doing it too. I was like, man, let me throw my own little spin on it, throw my little goofiness in there. That was kind of where I had fun with the bars, and I'll say like outrageous stuff. You know, like it was just where I could get my fun off, you know. 50 shots of Casamigos, we turned up. You be hanging out.
I think that's my favorite off the track, off the tape.
Man, bro, I love that song. That and Skinny King is probably my favorite. And Backbeater Beat. Backbeater Beat. Shout out to
it's
Rich.
It's a Backbeater Beat.
Oh, this is a snack eater. Bro, that's like a crowd favorite, bro. People love when me and Rich perform that song.
That's dope.
But yeah, it's again just high energy. You get to like let your emotion and stuff out. It's hard to perform. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to perform and punch in, but like making those songs was super fun. Yeah, I made Grant Hill. I did the beat, and I like recorded it at the crib like when I had COVID, bro. Like it was just having fun though. I was like, bro, I'm bored, and like I even said I'm chilling in the crib with Omarion. Like you know, like it kind of kept my spirits up in like a moment, you know, because I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with the music. Like I wanted to have fun with it, but I didn't really know where to go. So it's like, again, just having those like themes, you know. I was like, all right, like the Detroit, you know, even though it's mainly a Flint flow, we gonna make sure that they get their credit, but like just kind of everybody knows it as the Detroit beats and stuff like that. So I wanted to just build around that. And like I said, bro, I love Ben Wallace, bro. Like that was my boy. Like that Pistons team is probably one of my favorite NBA teams of all time.
Good team.
Like it's like stacked team, bro. Chauncey, Rip, like Tayshaun Prince, Sheed, and Ben Wallace, bro. Like that's like yeah, for real. That's like a record label, bro. Like, like, bro, they went crazy. So it was just I wanted to pay some homage. It like made it personal too for me. So you know, like it was crazy too. Fun fact, the day I thought about it, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to call this Malice at the Palace. I Googled it. It was literally on the anniversary.
Really?
Yeah, I looked it up. It was like, took place on, it was like November 26th or something like that. And that was like that exact day. I was like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And that was confirmation for me. I was like, all right, I don't care when it happens, but it's going to happen.
Meant to be.
Yeah, like I'm doing something with this.
Yeah.
And so I did. It was lots of fun, man. Like I said, just I'm getting back to having fun with the music. Engineering kind of made me a little too business oriented.
Sure.
So like as an artist, I want to just have fun.
Yeah.
Do my thug thizzle. So that's kind of what that kind of opened the door for me to do that. And just, man, I love it, bro.
True. I was gonna ask real quick. Was that you on the Grand Hill song in the beginning? You're like, and then 1994.
Yeah, the 1994.
I was rolling.
Hey man, listen, if y'all need an announcer, bro, let me know.
Bro, that
coming
was
to the
hilarious.
stage, we have G Money. Bro, standing at guard.
And it was funny, bro, because he sounded like it was like kind of back in the day, you know. It kind of had a old school little vibe to it, bro. So it was funny.
I love it, man. I love stuff like that, like giving it kind of more. It just gives it more character.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, especially on something like you've been listening to so Grand Hill's like the last song on the tape.
Mm-hmm.
You've been listening to the whole tape, kind of very similar flows and stuff like that. Like, how can I change it up a little bit?
Right.
You know, so I just threw that in there, like just cause, you know, it ties it all together.
For sure. It really did, yeah.
It was fun, man. Like it was fun making that. It was cool, like with the shout out to Gato for doing the design, like just working with the because I wanted it to look like a sports team logo or something, you know, and it looked like this cover very much so. Yeah, bro, it's like she did it perfectly. So
you said Gato?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Gato for sure. She goes
went
hard.
crazy, bro. She went crazy. So like I was like, man, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like afterwards, like everybody loved it. Like, and it's probably one of my favorite projects that I've done. Like, or most fun I've had with a project, I'll say.
That's dope.
That's kind of what I'm learning. It's just like take each project and just have fun. You know, from the Lone Star, because that I think that was the only project I put out since Lone Star. I put out a couple songs and stuff, but I did country and then I did that. Like, it's have fun.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm kind of building bases and then just gonna build like a palace on top of that. You know, kind of thing.
It's kind of like you got a little package of the country, right? A little package of the Detroit. Now it's like, what's the next package?
Yeah, it's like, what y'all want, man? I got some old za.
For sure.
Got the za. Come on.
Yeah,
but it's just like different styles, man. I like doing it.
And
like you said, I want to be different. I want to try stuff.
Right.
I think.
Where do you see yourself kind of, I mean, don't give away too much, obviously, you feel me? Like, keeping people waiting, but like, do you kind of have an idea of what that next form of Bodhi Z might be?
Man, I'm liking just having I know I keep saying it, but having fun, like very lit stuff. Like I like the hard beats. Like I get beats from Digi Prada, man. Like you know, his beats is digital, like trap, like drill beats, but like just with I'm not no killer, man. You know, like but we out here having fun. Like we in the club, we you know, throwing money, whatever, bro. Like we getting to it, we hustling. Like I want to like be more lit. You know, like that's the kind of person I am. Like when I'm out or whatever, like I'm outside having a good time. Like, you see me, I'm lit, I got energy, so I want the music to kind of match that. Yeah. So I think that's wherever that takes me, whether it be through a country song or through a whatever kind of song, I don't know. But my music is definitely gonna be fun. You know, you're gonna turn my music on and you're gonna enjoy yourself. You know, kind of a thing.
For sure.
Yeah. So I think that's where I'm going. Like, but again, I don't like taking too much direction. I feel I feel like a plastic bag.
I feel plastic bag.
Thanks, Que4.
You're just floating around, man.
Bodhi Perry, man.
But I think, you know, anybody and everybody can like truly appreciate who you are, obviously, you know, and then that just goes into your artistry or your fashion or your photos or whatever. You know, it's like people just listen to this or like, even if you keep saying, you know, I'm just trying to have fun, or I'm trying to just be happy. I mean, like, bro, like, that's what a lot of people may be looking for, you know, whether it's wanting to listen to your music or just wanting to get to know you as a person, you know, like, people need that these days. There's a lot of too much negativity, as you know, going around, you know, like, it's a blessing to have somebody in your life that's, you know, going to work hard to at least, you know, put out and spread positivity, bro. So don't undermine your light, you know.
Love, bro. I definitely don't, or I try not to. Like I think that's one thing too is with me is like positivity is very big like factor in my life. Like that's one like I always emphasize just positive results, positive thinking. Like you rarely will you see me angry or like down, sad. You know, like I always tell people I'm always be good, no matter what, because like if I say that and if that's the mindset that I have, then it's gonna be what it is. It's funny too, cause like I have been trying to dive into like the artistry stuff. And so I was trying to like through just going through some tough like months or whatever.
Sure.
I made like an acronym. This is the first time I like said it out loud, but it was like building our daily happiness internally, which is essentially what Bodhi is in itself. Is like you trying to be the best self so you can teach other people. Yeah. And so like the fact that that kind of made sense with the name too. Like I think that's something I want to emphasize more, like daily happiness. Like I want to be happy right now, like be cool with myself right now, and like build it up through myself
for sure,
kind of a thing. And like and I'm glad that you said that, because sometimes it gets strayed off. It's like that me doing that brings happiness and those feelings to other people, or can inspire. You know, so I appreciate that.
Oh, always, bro.
For sure, bro.
I always tell how it is, you know that, bro.
Oh God. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to be like a positivity or a positive light in people's lives. Like I don't ever be all about helping, man.
For sure.
Around here.
Around these parts, man.
Around these parts. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I had one more question, and then I'll leave it to Boss Dan if he has any other questions. But my last question for you was, outside of music and you know your artistry and I guess everything that you're trying to pursue career wise, how do you kind of see yourself just growing in general? You know, whatever that means for you.
Like as a man and as a person. It's been cool. I've been living on my own for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I've done like, it's nice to have my own space, and it gives me a lot of time to think and stuff, you know. So whether it be like reflecting on childhood experiences or just how I grew up and taking accountability for things that I might have inherited or like developed over the years, like good or bad habits, just kind of placing things where they need to be as a person. Like, cause I'm 26, like people are gonna be like, that's not old. And then some people are gonna be like, you old, you know, like, so it's relative. But to me, I am getting older. You know, I'm getting to where I want like a solid base, you know, like I want consistency, you know, I want those things. And it's like, I don't know, you kind of learn to just compartmentalize stuff. Like I just taking those everyday experiences, like just making more out of life, like more meaning and stuff. Like I was kind of at a point through the engineering stuff, I was kind of just doing it just to do it because I felt like I was supposed to be doing it. I was like, no, bro, this is your music dream. You know, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But like at a point, it wasn't fun. It wasn't making me happy, you know, kind of a thing. So it's like learning that, because I had to ask my friends when I was going to take a step back, and like I got like a little part-time job. Like I still make my bread, but through the engineering, but like I did take a step back. And I asked my homie, I'm like, bro, well, actually, no, I asked Digi. And I was like, Digi and my homie Cam, I was like, bro, like, if I do this, am I, like, less of an artist? Or, like, am I taking a step away from what I really want? Kind of a thing. It's like, no, bro, like, you doing what's best for you.
Exactly.
Kind of a thing. So it's like learning to do what's necessary to grow. Kind of a thing, you know, as opposed to trying to be so set on that mindset. Kind of like what you said in the beginning, you know, we may not be where we wanted to be, where we thought we were going to be 3 years ago, but it's like where we're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We're still doing everything we're supposed to do. And that's all that matters.
For sure.
Kind of a thing.
And I think just my final comment on that is like, I think, bro, you know, you just I forgot. It's so frustrating. I'd be having these like elaborate comments and I forget. It's okay.
I'll be talking too long.
No.
I go around the block to get to the neighbor's house, bro.
No, spot on, bro. That was the answer we were looking for. I will leave it to Boss Dan.
No, I think that was a great way to kind of end it. I think just the way that, just like we've talked so much about what Bodhi has done and where he is at and where he is now, and now it's kind of I love ending it on like where he sees himself and how he wants to improve, because I definitely agree with you in the fact that like sometimes you do tend sometimes to over what's the word I'm looking for, like you tend to overanalyze and like you tend to like negate yourself so much for making a decision. You're like, oh, this is definitely not the right decision, and then like it's always good to ask your friends and just be like, do you think this is a good decision? Just like make sure that you're not like hurting yourself so much and like you're so negative against yourself, because I feel like myself personally, I tend to be negative towards myself a lot, just like on decisions I make, and I'll be like, why'd you make that decision, you idiot, or like, why'd you do that? But then like sometimes people will be like, no man, like you're doing the right thing, like don't negate yourself, don't stress out over that, like that's what you should have done, even though at the time it might not seem like the best thing because of your situation. Like there's always decisions that need to be made to be better, and they may not seem like the right decision to yourself, but like they are.
For sure.
And it's good to just not be so hypercritical of yourself. Like,
which is very easy
like
to
you
be.
said. Like you said, just like, oh, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. As like a while back, I read this quote. It was like, there are no really right or wrong decisions. There are just decisions and what you make of them. Like you can make a really bogus decision that puts you in a bad position, and that bad position might put you in a really good position. You know what I'm saying? Or you might make a good position that puts you on some high horse and you end up messing that up. You know, so it's like there's really no right or wrong decision. Like you can make something out of nothing. You know, like, and you gotta trust yourself in that. Is that like, I'll make this decision today, can I handle tomorrow's consequences or the repercussions of that? If I can, then I'm gonna do it. If I don't think I can, then I'm not gonna do it. But that's it's not a right or wrong thing. It's just what am I gonna do?
Absolutely.
You know, and I feel like that kind of helped me.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I remember my point. My point was, and it goes back to what you were saying, is, you know, sometimes, you know, we have our dreams, right? Like the main core dream of whatever that is, like truly in your heart. But then obviously through different experiences in life, you know, you diversify and you're able to do more things, right? If you're blessed to be able to do that. But it just gets to a certain point, like you said, you get burned out, and sometimes you have to grow and try out new things or step away from maybe the thing that you love to do the most.
Right.
Just to, like you said, you know, give it space to breathe, and then, you know, you can truly appreciate that even more, because it's like for your engineering, it sounds like, you know, like you appreciate it, obviously, being able to have the skill and to be able to do it, but you do it so much, you get burnt out, where it's like, let me take this step back, do some other things, and then you'll come back and you'll go even harder at it, naturally, you know?
Yeah. And I have faith in myself that I can do that. You know, engineering's not going anywhere. My talent for it's not going anywhere.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, exactly. And it was the same thing with the artists when I started doing engineering. You know, I was like, damn, when I started engineering, am I gonna like not make music no more? No. I learned how to make money off of doing what I want to do, having fun.
That's huge.
You know, so it's good, man. Like we've done well for ourselves.
Absolutely, bro. Counting the blessings, you know, and putting in the hard work for sure, because you know very well it's not easy at all. You know, it's not easy, but you keep going.
Malice in the palace.
Malice in the palace, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, in the world of Malice at the Palace, don't be the fan that throws the water cup or the beer, whatever it was. Don't be that fan. In the
he started it.
Yep. I mean, Ron was being peaceful, just laying on the scorers table.
His name is Meta World Peace.
The man was laying on the scores table, just staying out of conflict, and someone had to throw something at him.
He just Meta World Peace just had to throw that elbow years later, bro.
Have you guys seen the documentary on Netflix about the Malice at the Palace?
No, I haven't.
Definitely check it out. I definitely recommend it. I watched it a couple weeks ago. It is really they like break down that whole thing, and like where like the Pacers were gonna be like the next team, and like or they were in the finals like a few years before, and like it was a really cool story to listen, because like that was gonna be Reggie's last run, and then like that just derailed their whole season. Yep. So if you have time, I definitely I think it's
that was their Will Smith slap.
Basically,
I think it's like maybe an hour and a half. It's really good though. Should definitely recommend it. The Malice at the Palace on Netflix.
Nuts.
Definitely recommend it.
Nuts.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to end the show, though.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna ask Bodhi, for the people that may or may not know, do you want to give out your socials, your music, YouTubes?
I got you. Bodhi Z, BODHIZ. That's on streaming platforms, you know, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that. Socials is just Bodhi Z, JUST BODHIZ. And that's on pretty much everything. You'll be able to find me: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Vine, MySpace.
Good old Vine days.
Yeah.
Shouts out Vine.
Yeah, shout out, rest in peace to Vine, man. But just check me out, follow me for whatever, bro. We be lit every day. We have fun every day.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Even if you don't like the music, you gonna mess with me, man. In the journey, I promise.
Hey, Bodhi's Teed. Just speaking from an outside perspective, Bodhi's Teed. Even more importantly, he's a good person. Good guy, doing great things out here. Pop out to his shows. I definitely got to get out there soon.
When's that next show?
Yes, indeed. The 28th. 28th is the last Monday of this month. We at Sub T for Industry Night. Shout out Jay Heavy and DJ Scully.
Where's that at?
Sub T right in Wicker, right in the heart of Wicker.
You said 28th?
Yeah, that's the Monday, right?
It's a Thursday. Of April, right?
Yeah, what's the Monday?
25th.
I think it's the 25th.
I bet.
Follow me on social media to figure it out.
Follow the journey.
Right, follow the journey.
Absolutely. But yeah, definitely get in tune with him if you haven't already. A lot of stuff coming. Yeah, absolutely. His music is out now. Very good music. Tune into that. Is there anything else that you wanted to say while you're here?
Nope, that's it. April 25th. I just confirmed. But yeah, that's it, man. Come out to the show. Just come say what's up, bro. Don't be scared to send me a DM or anything, man. Like I'm very chill. I'm not scary or nothing.
He doesn't bite.
Yeah, I'm trying to do more for everybody.
Yeah,
make cool things happen.
For
so
sure.
Let's do it.
For sure. And as you all know, Bodhi is a key member of the NSP family. So if you can't reach him through his personal connect, we can be the bridge to you.
Oh, God.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, absolutely. Well, I had to ask this final question because I heard you mention it. I just got to make sure before we leave. Are you down to freestyle? If not, it's all good. It's all good. I just had to ask the question.
Man, put on a beat, man.
He said throw on a beat. We're going to do it one for the one time.
Alrighty.
One beat for the one time. And then
you got to give me one of the beats that we was playing earlier, that New York.
I bet.
New
York style.
I'm Bodhi the Butcher today.
You want something like this? A little or faster?
If you give me a little faster.
Are you talking about like a New York drill type of beat?
No.
Just like hip hop?
Woo, whoop day. Yeah, just some hip hop. Man, honestly, I can rock with this. You can turn it up. Turn the beat up. Okay. I'm with G Money G Note. Hey, you know he is the GOAT. Hey, but I'm Bodhi Z though. Let's see how far as we go. We can go very far. Front of go to the stars, to the ships, to the cruises. Always win, never loses.
Yeah.
Boy, your man, he a loser. He like Carlos, he boozer. I might be driving, I might be boozing. No, I'm lying. Don't do that.
Got it.
Hey, some of these boys, they be Judas. Boy, I'm Bodhi, yeah, I'm Buddha. Smoking Buddha. Look like Luda, Chrisin. That's what I might be sipping. Crystal. Got me pissed off. When I'm drunk, let's take a sip when I'm in a funk. Hey, hold on, man. No, I'm done, bro. I can't. I'm too goofy. I feel
that was dope.
That's the only way I want to rap right now. I just close my eyes. No, bro. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't. Get me out of here, bro.
Let me get a little bit in before we dive out. Because this is our time now. Yeah, I'm with Bodhi Z. We so teed. Ever since we was like 9 or 13.
Ooh.
I can't quite remember. It was like September, maybe October. Hey, maybe November. Maybe even December or January. Life, I'm a fairy. Going so fast, yeah, we so scary. Hopping on a Detroit beat like Bodhi Z. But we on a New York beat. We gon' feast. Trying to get these views up like Mr. Beast. Yeah, cook the bread up like it's yeast. Ayy, we so tea, yeah. We so tree, yeah. We so free, yeah. We so flea, yeah. If you don't know, now you're up to speed, yeah. I'm so done because I'm with Bodhi. Yeah, I'm just having fun.
You already know.
You already know it. This is Bodhi Z, so we gon' show it. This is Northside Plugged. We the coldest. If you ain't know now, yeah, you know it.
Put it on notice. I'm about to play Otis like Kanye. And he Jay-Z. And I'm lazy, so I don't want to do this. No, I'm saying. And my watch, so big, I need 2 wrists for it. I need 4 wrists. I mean to roll up the trees. I mean to roll up the seas. I'm so sick, I got a disease. It's called rap-a-lot-of-litis. It's called freestyle-a-litis. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the beat fade out.
Amen. Thank you again to Bodhi Z. Yeah, boy.
Boy, you already know that's how we do it on the stoop here in the Shot City.
Yes, sir, man. Bodhi Z, it's been a pleasure as always, my friend. Man. You already know what it is.
My boy.
Long time, been locked in. Long time coming, absolutely. You already know. We will see you back here sooner rather than later. Again, appreciate you I can't speak. Appreciate you being here.
And I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
See, I got you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was a great show. Make sure y'all check out the show if you're just tuning in now. It will be up on the YouTube. We are Northside Plugged. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Check us out. Every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Just want to say thank you again to all of our listeners. Really appreciate you. It's an honor to be here on Northside Plugged as always. We will hopefully be back next week, next Thursday, same time. You know what it is. But
we'll dive deeper into the NBA playoff picture next week.
Yes, it's gonna get juicy.
Yes, with the season wrapping up this week, that'll be a perfect time to talk about the playoffs and MLB starting up. So got plenty of sports for us to dive into next week for shout.
Absolutely, man. Hopefully, us Bulls fans won't be crying too much, but we will be crying.
We'll find out. Well, I guess we'll see.
It'll be sad.
Potential Celtics Bulls matchup in the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember, before we leave, that we made a bet who would finish better?
Yes.
We never set terms, but we did say there was a bet.
There was a bet.
So
who won? Y'all did, right?
Bring it up.
I don't know. We'll have to check.
We'll check.
We'll double check it.
We'll double check.
We'll double check and we'll get back to you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like my pocket's going to be hurting, ladies and gentlemen.
Stealing G money. All of G's money.
Darn.
All right. Well, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all.
Appreciate y'all. That's Boss Dan to my right. To your guys' left, maybe. I don't know. To this way, it's Boss Dan. To that way, it's Bodhi Z. And right here is G Money, G Note. And right there is the best person watching NSP. See you next week.
Let's go.
Love you.
But this is not a love song.
Oh, yeah. Hold up before we dip out. Give Bodhi Z shout out the song.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out my boy Bobby. Just turn me up. This is not a love song.
Bodhi.
This is not a love song, it's a drug song. Turn up in the club song, it's a drug song. This is not a clean song, it's a lane song. This my theme song, Papa Bean song. Let's go. Baby, this my thing song, you know I can't say no. Yeah, my brother like arenas, man, he always stay on go. Tryna sell out these arenas, me like 200 a show. Wonder why she on my leaving if I got a fro. Only bags in my section. You're my side, we give money. Oh, you mad? She got intercept. Come over and take her from me. No, that is not your girl, that is our girl. On the weekend, she a star girl. She like, boy, you so sweet, and I'm a south girl. You tweaking, but the fly girl. This is not a love song, it's a drug song. Turn up in the club song, it's a drug song. This is not a clean song, it's a lane song. This my theme song, Papa Bean song. This is not a love song, it's a drug song. Turn up in the club song, it's a drug song. This is not a clean song, it's a lane song. This my theme song, Papa Bean song. Let's go.